We went from being a fairly medium, small band to a lot bigger. And when you have that many people around you kissing your ass that much for that long time, and then it's time to return to normal life, that's always a problem I've had. When the tour is over, getting back to a place where you can create music. It was time to start a new record, and I didn't really want to do it, so I found myself procrastinating, and I found myself taking on small projects.
One of those little projects turned into an unexpectedly big deal, producing the multi-platinum Antichrist Superstar album, the breakthrough hit for Reznor's protégés in the Florida industrial band Marilyn Manson.
When that finished, it was kind of some weird things started happening, and I really found myself in a kind of bad place.
Like what happened?
Some friendships dissolved at the completion of that record. And
you had a falling out with the Manson people?
Yeah, basically. I was really, really unhappy, and I was really disillusioned with a lot of things, and I didn't trust anybody. I wasn't sure what I wanted to say musically, and so I didn't. I thought rather than put a record out that was unfocused mess, I wasn't really ready as a person. I was dealing with death of someone very close to me.
Your grandmother.
Yeah, who raised me, and I didn't deal with it. I just put it off because I didn't know how to deal with it. No one ever died around me.
Attempting to kickstart himself out of the depression that followed his grandmother's death in 1997, Reznor took on another side project, remixing a track for his pal David Bowie. As it turned out, his paranoid state of mind at the time also inspired the song's eventual video.
Oddly, at the time, I was on a kick of watching Taxi Driver. For some reason, I'd always, at the end of the night, I'd put that on, and, you know.
Really?
I think I was
cheery.
I was losing it then, and this is right in the time where it's like, what am I going to do? I'll just watch Taxi Driver again. Maybe that'll make me feel better, and it didn't. I don't recommend that anybody do that.
Probably not. Did it go into like psychotherapy or anything, or
I did for a while, actually.
Was it helpful?
It was helpful in some ways, and in some ways it wasn't. I mean, generally yes, but I reached a point where I said, I just want to deal with things on my own terms.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not get too in detail on that, but basically came out with an explanation of kind of why you felt the way. Hey, you're depressed.
Yeah.
Oh.
On top of his personal torments, Reznor started feeling pressure from fans and critics to create a new album that would shake up the dull and cheesy music scene of the late 90s.
And all during this time, I'm getting, you know, please come save rock. I didn't ask to save rock. I don't even like rock that much. So really at about one time, and this was about 2 years ago, I really said it was time to get going. Came down to really just sitting down and facing myself again and remembering that playing music was what always saved me in the past and made me feel like I had something to offer.
For 2 years, Reznor holed up in his high-tech New Orleans studio, conjuring brutal new riffs and exotic new sounds, and occasionally creating whole choirs out of some locals he'd corralled in from nearby watering holes.
Who were all the singers on here? Did you just pick them out of the neighborhood? Or?
Yeah, it would typically go like 11 o'clock at night. We'd figure, oh, we need some people to yell something. So we'd just empty the bar across the street, and a bunch of drunk guys come in and, you know, mumble something. And I think we assembled the most atonal group of females I've ever heard. Like, I hope they're not watching this right now. They're just comically horrendous.
So you got the Video Music Awards, you get a chance to meet all these people. Maybe you can meet Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you friends with the Korn and Limp Bizkit people at all?
I know some of the guys in Korn, and I think they're cool guys. I don't know any of the other guys, though.
No. And you don't know Britney or Backstreet Boys, I'm sure.
No.
This could be an interesting evening for you, I'd imagine.